Ladies and gentlemen, uniquely unqualified podcast take two. One subject, easy content. Before we get into anything, please like and subscribe. It helps me as I grow this channel. Thank you to everyone that has already subscribed and liked and is watching. It motivates me to keep doing this while I watch all those numbers go up. Let's get into it. Let's talk about everybody's favorite subject at this point, Donald Trump and the Iran conflict. Here's one thing that I don't like. Donald Trump comes out and says, we're talking with Iran. There's talks. They're talking. We might make a deal. Iran comes out. We didn't say anything. Nobody's spoken with Donald Trump. What's going on? What's real? What's real? Because today there was some new info come out. I'm going to have to reference my notes here because there's a little bit of detail. So basically, as I stated, Trump says over the weekend, we're talking with Iran. Iran says over the weekend, they're not talking to us. I think with the fact that their Air Force, their Navy, their defense systems, everything's basically destroyed. All they've got is the Strait of Hormuz. We've got 2,500 troops en route to there. They've been done for weeks. They've been done for weeks. This has been a lot of trying to negotiate, Trump talking to Putin, trying to get out of this. Israel will still lob a few rockets over into Iran. But the Iranian regime, I think, from what I can tell, is absolutely decimated. The theocracy that was the Iranian regime that we are saying that we want out of that country has been decimated time and again. We blew up their leaders, 40 plus of them. They put more in, boom, we blew them up. Then we put in another, boom, blew him up. And now there's this supposedly gay son that was never really supposed to be on the list, but now he is, and he could be disfigured, fucked up, even dead. We don't know. He hasn't said a word. They just have some of their political leaders and military leaders coming out and saying, we will never surrender, this isn't over, and they're not hurting us nearly as bad as they think we are. But I would like to reference a movie, an awful movie called Civil War. In the beginning of the movie, the President of the United States sits in front of a camera and sweat flying from his forehead, but holds it together and says that the federal government is winning the war against the little rebel menaces, right? Well, fast forward through the whole movie and get to the end of the movie, and it's very, very clear that no, the federal government lost the military, lost other like little rebel groups, and so you had military patches in helicopters like the 1st Cavalry Division in that movie on helicopters, showing you that the military is mobilized against that president that made that claim. And that is a dictator's, that is a tyrannical play. When you're getting your nuts chopped off, you sit there and you say, you do not have me. I am still on top. This will never break me. Meanwhile, you're getting your fucking nuts chopped off. So the reality is, I think, that Iran is basically just spewing as much bullshit as they can to try to keep any sort of, one, support that they could have anywhere, and two, dissent from U.S. population into the U.S. progress with this campaign in Iran. And so I think that if Iran is saying, and I'll get to why, I think that if Iran is saying that they haven't been speaking with the Trump administration, but Donald Trump goes on TV and says, yes, we have been talking, and I think the talks are good, and then you turn around and say, we're not talking with him. That is simply a dictatorial move to show strength on your side and weakness on the other. But the problem is, one of you is lying. And there's a tell about which one is lying, and that is who has the military might over your airspace. And the answer is not you. So it seems like, to me, Iran might be full of shit. Here's a reason why we might think Iran is full of shit. Because just hours ago, just hours ago. I think maybe 4 hours ago, as I was doing my shoddy research for this episode, Trump came out and announced, and to my knowledge, as of now, before I click record on this, Iran has no official in Iran, no nothing as of now, has come out and said that Donald Trump has not reached any kind of agreement with them. But as of hours ago, Donald Trump stated that Iran has agreed to no nuclear weapons. Hours ago, that is what was said. And then Donald Trump said, it seems that if they are starting to come to the table with the number one thing that we were told back in November, when we thought that we got their nuclear program, because that's what this was supposed to be about, if that's the thing and they have said and agreed, whatever, no nuclear weapons, well then it seems that yes, we can move towards some kind of a deal. We're going to make a deal. It's going to be the best deal with the Middle East, and we're going to take all their oil. It'll be great for the United States. Man, let's pretend, let's make believe here for a half a second, folks. Let's pretend this Iran thing closes, let's say the book's closed inside of 5 to 6 weeks. Karg Island gets surrounded. There's some kind of a deal made with the no nuclear thing. In 5 to 6 weeks, the Trump administration successfully shoved a rocket up every potential leader in the regime's ass for being announced that they're the leader. And then we take all their oil and then we close it up and the economy goes brum, brum, brum. Meanwhile, the Senate Democrats and Chucky the Shoe are standing up there beating their drum about how TSA and ICE, and meanwhile, everyone's all in a fucking huff about this Iran thing, but it comes to a close damn near as quick as it ends, kind of like the administration said that it would, and holy shit if that happened. If the administration says that this was going to come to a close, and it came to a close, and it didn't turn into a complete fucking disaster for Donald Trump, meanwhile, Transportation Security Administration is needing ICE to step in and help ICE officers to step in and help at security lines, and that is a continued problem on the Democrat side. Well then, fuck me, man. The Democrats just fucked up. Uniquely Unqualified Podcast Take Two. Like and subscribe. Thank you much. We'll see you next time.